So Varlamore Part 2, right, came out with a lot, so to speak. There's like a new boss, there's this location that no one actually knows what goes on there, but that could be pretty interesting in the future. There's a new dungeon, there's all of this going on, and there's this big island, right? Nothing else new over here except for like a colossal worm agility course. So there is an NPC, however, on this island in Alderan, right here. Nasty Nick. He is located all the way here on the west of Mistrock. So here he is. He has these funny gesture feet, and some of you may know that in Varlamore Part 1, there were these other tokens released, the red tokens. So no one actually knows how to get the 7th red token. It's been like a year or something like that. But with Part 2 came, not to be confused, the nasty token, which happens to be a very similar color to the shirt I'm wearing. But the nasty tokens are a lot simpler to get, and there's only 4 of them. And we're going to be going over all 4 of them. However, to even know they exist in the first place, there's this guy, Nasty Nick. So you speak to him, he's like, "What's up?" And you're like, "You have a quest for me?" He says, "Yeah, I do have a quest. I've hidden some goodies around Varlamore. Haha. Bring them all to me and I'll give you a nasty little surprise." So everyone was super hyped. This could be literally anything. A treasure hunt. That's exciting. Any tips to get me started? No. And there's 0 tips at all. Except the Discord, which is where everyone comes together, and like there was multiple different things in the past, like Crack the Clues, like Crack the Clue 1, 2, and 3. And I think Wooks worked on the latest one. People made a Discord for it. They've been trying to solve red tokens, but now they've gone ahead and solved green tokens. And when you bring a token to Nick, he calls you a loser, which is quite great. So the nasty tokens, to get all 4 of them, you'll have to take a small net to this place over here on the peninsula, and you will have to fish at specifically between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. UTC. So depending on your time zone, you could get absolutely screwed by this, which is unlucky. However, for whatever reason, they made it so, reasons unbeknown to all of us, they made it so that you can only get this specific token in 1 hour of the day, any day though. And then there is another token, which you go up to this windmill over here, and then you go up to the top floor. There's going to be a big bird's nest with a bunch of chickens roaming around aimlessly. And you can put in a bunch of items in there. Some people, some people actually lost their dragon claws in an attempt to understand what was going on here. And it's funny because this happened like during in the Discord. I saw this live. People were experimenting with what can possibly be put into this nest, and one person actually put in dragon claws and got an egg from it, which is great. So here I am, and I put rune plate legs into the nest, and I got back rune bars. But this doesn't work traditionally in the sense of like you put in an item and then you take out an item and get something different. You have to log in and out for this one. So that is the way. Oh, and the way to actually get the second nasty token is you need fossilized dung. Fossilized dung comes from Tombs of a Mascot, and you basically need to get like negative points or a very low amount of points, fewer than 1500 total points. So you could either bum a raid off of someone or do a solo raid and then just die at the end like 8 to 9 times. And then you'll be able to get your own fossilized dung, or you could just buy it from someone if you are a main account. The third token, they actually added a separate animation for this. You can toss coins into various fountains around Varlamore, and if you toss enough times based on RNG, it seems to give you a token. For me, I think it took like 130 coins or something like that, but I've seen people take like literally over 1,000, which is a lot considering that it's not automatic. You have to click every token one at a time. So good luck. I hope you guys don't have to spend like hundreds of coins tossing it around. And then the very last token, you would think that because there have been so far 3 tokens on just this one island, that the 4th token would be on this island. However, the 4th token is all the way up here, right above the Coliseum. So there's nothing fancy to it. You literally just go there and dig. However, the really funny part comes from the Discord. So allow me to illustrate. For the fourth token, right, which no one knew where it was, along the entire time of the search, there's this Discord user named Derp. He or they went around and were knocking off every tile that they dug under on the island. They were just going around with a spade, dig, 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 and they used the Tileman plugin to keep track of everything. They would give updates to the Discord, so you would see that here that they outlined the entire island, saying that hey, they already did everything there. So 8,500 tiles, right? Okay, and then more progress where they go beyond the surface, where they're checking upstairs in various houses, marking them off, right? And everyone's convinced that the token must be on the island at this point, right? Because the previous 3 tokens were all on the island. However, this brave soul, out of nowhere, Tovo, finds the last token on all the way above the Coliseum, and it's a random digging spot. So you would think that they did some some like red crossing of like rope and stuff like that, like full conspiracy theory up on the board, full insanity type stuff to figure this out, right? Well, when asked how did they come up with this, when asked how did they exactly find this spot, the response was, I don't know, it seemed like a good place I'd put a token. So imagine this guy goes and searches the entirety of the island, digs on every single tile, and then this person comes along and is like, hey guys, you know what will be a great place to put the token? Right here. And then gets the token. Legend. So what happens when you actually get all the tokens then? You get a nasty surprise. Speak to Mr. Nasty Nick, and you will see the dialogue. Hey, I found some strange tokens. Oh, really? Show me. You show the nasty tokens. And then Nasty Nick says, yes, this does appear to be all of them. And then asks if you would like a nasty little surprise for all the tokens. You could say, sure, why not, or no. And if you say sure, he gives you a neatly wrapped nasty surprise. But if you say no, he just says, oh. So it's a fun little thing. That's what came out with Varlamore Pt2. And we still have the first token hunt ongoing that no one has been able to figure out. There are red tokens somewhere, and there's a 7th red token. No one's figured it out. But with part 2, we got these nasty tokens. There are 4 tokens in total. This dude gives you a nasty surprise, and I won't be spoiling it for you. If you're really curious, though, you could find out what is exactly in the nasty surprise if you just go on the wiki and look up like nasty token. All right. That's it. Just wanted to share that. I thought the journey from the Discord was especially funny in finding all this out, and we actually did complete a hunt, which is pretty nice considering the first one with the red tokens is still elusive. All right, take care. See you later.